Two breaking stories just dropped, and Steelers fans are buzzing. A surprising shakeup on offense could shift the entire dynamic of the group, while a sudden twist on defense is putting one of last season's fan favorites in jeopardy. The competition is heating up fast, and there are position battles happening right under everyone's nose. If you're a true Steelers fan, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any updates. Let's get into it. Robert Woods just rolled into Steelers training camp in Latrobe and wasted zero time letting everyone know. He's not just here to be the wise old vet in the wide receiver room. Nope. He's got his eyes locked in on that WR2 spot behind DK Metcalf. Now let's rewind a second. Pittsburgh's wide receiver core got a major facelift this offseason. They dropped Jaws with the blockbuster trade for DK Metcalf, then flipped George Pickens to the Cowboys, leaving the top spot all DKs. That second spot, though, that's where things get spicy. Enter Robert Woods. The dude's resume speaks volumes. He was a machine with the Rams, 3 straight 85-plus catch seasons, and a ring to show for it. But lately, not exactly lighting it up. The last 2 years in Houston, he was mostly an afterthought, snagging just 60 balls and 1 lonely touchdown. Still, he's banking on his experience and savvy to give him the edge over the young Bucks. And he'll need every ounce of that veteran grit, because Calvin Austin III and Roman Wilson are straight-up athletes. Austin's got jets, like blink and he's gone speed. And Wilson, he's a route-running technician with a whole lot of upside. Even though Wilson's rookie season was pretty much a redshirt year due to injury, word out of camp is that he's been sharp and could make some real noise this preseason. But don't sleep on Woods just yet. Sure, Austin's probably the front-runner for WR2, and Wilson is the dark horse. But what Woods brings to the table is trust, especially the kind Aaron Rodgers craves. You know how Rodgers is. He's all about precision and IQ, and Woods is one of those guys who just gets the game. If he and Rodgers get in sync early, don't be shocked if he becomes a favorite target when things get tight. Austin already said he's clicking with Rodgers, but when crunch time hits, that rapport with a proven, reliable vet like Woods might be the tiebreaker. So yeah, the WR2 race in Pittsburgh is wide open, and Woods isn't just along for the ride, he's coming for it. And if you thought things were intense on offense, the latest update on the defensive side takes the tension to a whole new level. Beanie Bishop Jr. might have been one of the best surprises of the Steelers' 2024 season, but the feel-good story might already be taking a dark turn, and Jaylen Ramsay's arrival in Pittsburgh could be the main reason why. Let's be real, Bishop balled out last year. The dude was an undrafted rookie who still managed to snag 4 picks, notch 7 passes defended, and recover a fumble, all while holding his own in the slot against some of the nastiest route runners in the league. That's not nothing. But despite the breakout, Pittsburgh's front office went out and reloaded the cornerback room like they were preparing for a Super Bowl push. Joey Porter Jr. is still locking guys up on the outside. They brought in vets like Darius Slay and Brandon Eccles, and oh yeah, traded for Jaylen freaking Ramsay. And that's where Bishop's nightmare begins. Before Ramsay hit the scene, Bishop looked like a lock for the starting nickel job. But according to The Athletic's Mike DeFabo, that dream might already be fading fast. With Ramsay expected to be everywhere in the secondary, and Eccles also capable of manning the slot, Bishop's best hope now might be to carve out a role in the dime package. That means 6 DBs on the field, and even that isn't guaranteed. To make things even messier, the guy he's competing against for that dime role? Corey Trice Jr., the big-bodied, physical corner who had a solid showing in that spot last year when healthy. At 6'3" and with some safety experience in college, Trice fits the mold of the hybrid defender teams love in dime situations. Plus, teams often want a bigger guy in that spot for tackling and coverage versatility. That's not Bishop's game, and he knows it. He's even spoken out about how people knock him for not being the prototypical size, despite playing better than plenty of guys who fit that mold. But here's the wild card. Trice just can't seem to stay on the field. Injuries derailed his entire rookie season and took a big bite out of year 2. So while Bishop might be fighting an uphill battle, he's the one who's consistently suited up and handled business. And sometimes just being available every Sunday is enough to tip the scales. Still, with the Steelers stacking the secondary like they're bracing for war, Bishop's roster spot is far from safe. He went from an underdog hero to possibly being the odd man out, and if Pittsburgh cuts him, there are definitely teams out there that could use a guy like him in their nickel or dime units. But man, the fall from starting slot corner to bubble player before year 2 even starts? That's a brutal twist. Woods could still turn heads, and Bishop, despite proving himself, might end up the odd man out. The competition in Pittsburgh is ruthless. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe now for all the latest on the Steelers.